Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Here's a quick look at the ladder so far. Manly and Melbourne first and second and both undefeated. And would you look at that, round 7, Manly vs Melbourne at Brookvale Oval. One of these teams will be receiving their first loss of the season unless this goes down to a draw, which is very possible as these two have had some close games in the past. For our lineup, Dylan Walker has been suspended for a high tackle, which sees Morgan Harper moving to the centres, and we also see Hamole Olakawatu back in the second row with Ben Trebojevic on the bench. Melbourne will have possession first as they send it to the edges as Remus Smith goes straight through. Great run by him. He's an absolute talent, and it's crazy to see who Melbourne have recruited for 2022, and going to be very exciting to see what young players they have and what they can do for the team as they send it back to that right side. They get it to Hughes. He will take a run. That's fourth, and they've found their way into our half as they give it to Bromwich. He takes the final hit up. As they get into formation, this is fifth and last. Hughes will kick it down to Jason Saab, and he will be pinned in our own 10 as Melbourne have had a brilliant first set to keep us in our own end as Marty Tapau is going to try and take us out, but they've muscled up in defence already. DCE plays inside to Tommy Turbo, getting a few metres off that inside ball. Tapau sends it to Aloye, out to Foran, to Schuster. Parker gets one more to Garrick. Very risky in our own 30, but we need something to get out of our own end. As Parker will take the final hit up, and we're still deep in our own half, as Melbourne have done brilliantly to start this game. As we'll get the kick away with Foran. It's a pretty big kick as we try to get him in their own 20, but they bring it back up to the 30 through Hines. No Pappenhausen in this matchup, as they've gone with Nico. And there's an intercept from Marty Tapau, and that's exactly what we needed. As we call that left side play straight away. Foran plays flat to Parker. He's through a gap, and he gets run down. Got to try and apply the pressure now to Melbourne and make them pay for the error as we shift it to the edges. Morgan Harper with his first touch of the season. Tackled 10 out. Jake Trebojevic sends it to Foran. Inside to Manasi Fainu, who gives the big don't argue, and he crashes over for the first try of the game. And we are able to make Melbourne pay off of that pass that got intercepted as Garrick makes it 6-0. Probably the best start you could have asked for against Melbourne. As we kick it down to Addo Carr, the Bulldogs bound winger, as he takes it over the 30. They play inside to Finucane, and he's through. Another man departing the club at the end of 2021. As they shift it to the right, Hughes takes another hit up. They send it to the middle. Finucane again. Sends it wide, and it's gone forward. Just enough pressure from the boys to force that error. And now we'll have a scrum play, and there's 2 errors from Melbourne in the first quarter of the match. Short ball to Parker. He's through. He won't have the pace, but he does make a great amount of metres as we're on the front foot. Foran now takes it to the line himself. Just trying to settle in their half as this is fifth and last. We send it to Foran on the outside. He kicks in field. We were looking for somebody in the middle to run onto it, but it is taken by Melbourne and they defuse the play. Might not have been the most effective play, but we tried to pull it off. But nonetheless, we've got them in their own end. Inside to Finucane for another run. This is fourth, and we've got them in their own 40. This is last. They'll be kicking from behind the 30, so we've had a great defensive set to keep Melbourne in their own end as they kick it down to Ruben Garrick. See what he can do on the return. Takes it up to the 40. Fainu at dummy half, sends it out. Overrun there by Tapau, but he was able to hold on to it. Calling for plays in the middle here. Aloye will take a hit up, and he's through the first man. Brings it towards the fullback, but Hines does not have to get involved. We call for a left side play here with the fullback. Foran plays short to Tommy. He's through, back on the inside. I thought he'd go back on the inside to Foran, but for some reason the game cut him out. We do throw the intercept, and that is a harsh error to make with all that momentum behind us. But they throw another forward pass, and they invite us back into their half yet again. Bellamy will not be too happy with the chances they've been giving us, as Parker now looks for the gap. He takes it 25 out. We've got a full set in their danger zone as Jake Trebojevic takes the ball up, and Jake now puts it down. Errors from both teams, and neither coach will be happy about that one, as Melbourne do survive and they will get a bit of momentum to get out of their end. They do pin us in our own here, as that's first, and we've got to bring it out of our own 10. That's a great run from Kepi. He'll bring it to the fullback as we call for a left side play. Foran plays flat to Parker, but he's met by the winger. We've got numbers on the left here. We go from dummy half, send it to Schuster, but the pass is not quick enough for the Melbourne defence. We get it to Foran. He'll look for a 40-20. Is it too big? Yes, it is. And we've kicked it out on the full. And another mistake, just inviting them into our own end the way they did. As Melbourne looking to even this game out, Olam takes the hit up. They send it left. They play to Kenny, and he's held 20 out. They have numbers on the short side. That's the way they'll go. They send it to the Fox. He gets the offload back on the inside. Olam hesitated, and we were able to bring him down before the try line. They send it back to the middle, and another error for Melbourne. We do hang on and survive, and that just might be it for the half, as I don't think we'll go the length. But Manasi will try as he gets it to 4 and short to Schuster. He's got support with him. Gets it to Brad, but it's intercepted, and that'll be all. Leading into half time, we are up by 6, but it is still a one-score game. Plenty of errors from both teams in that first half. We'll definitely be aiming to reduce the amount of errors and chances we gave Melbourne, as Kepi straight through again as he makes it to the 30. Get the ball to Cust. He cuts on the inside, fends one off, and Hines will have to make the tackle, which means the fullback is up in the ruck. So we'll try and get a line break here as Foran takes it to the line. Short ball to Tom Trebojevic. He's through. Hines has some distance to make and makes the high tackle in the process. And we'll definitely take that, as we're going to try and settle in their danger zone, as we are threatening on the edges. We send it to Schuster. He takes the run. Got options both ways, Foran or DCE. We go to DCE. He sends it to Cust. He takes the tackle 15 out. We call for an inside play as DCE out to Foran. Inside to Tom Trebojevic. He's through and he'll go all the way. Beautifully executed by our spine players. DCE, Kieran Foran inside to Tom Trebojevic. And we look to extend this lead to 12-0 after that beautiful inside ball. As Garrick will send us out by 2 converted tries. Nothing better than when you pull off the set plays, as DCE sends it to Foran, out to Schuster. He puts on a fend, as that's 4th for us and we're in our own end. Kepi now straight through the line, as he takes it over the 50 And that was just the run we needed before the 5th and last. We get it to DCE to put it deep in their end. Hines was up and it lands 10 metres out. Smith will take it back. Steps 1, but can't get through the line. Melbourne have done well to bring it back to our end, but we forced the error on the 5th and last tackle, and again, another error for Melbourne. We've done well to clean up our errors, but Melbourne cannot say the same in the second half as we send it right. DCE plays short to Ben Trebojevic. Not Tommy, but Ben on that right edge. Makes a line break. As Kepi now sends it inside to Paseka. Foreign. Out to Schuster. Short hands. And Parker will take that 20 out. We are knocking on their door yet again. Off the back of their error. We will get it to DCE, who sends it wide. Gets it to Morgan Harper. Risky ball, but he takes it nicely. As that's 5th and last for us. DCE again puts up the bomb. It's a little too deep. We don't have any chasers. And we give Melbourne a great opportunity to try and get back up to our end and get some points on the board as we gift them the 7 tackle set. Has Bromwich straight through. We'll definitely need to muscle up in defence as they're going to want to make us pay and bring the game back into our own end. And that's 5th and last as they are only 10 metres out off that 7 tackle set. Munster puts the bomb up. Tom Trebojevic under it. But they get the bat back and he'll go through. It's Hines who put the step in. And he was able to get past the defensive line. And they do hit back off of our mistake, gifting them the 7 tackles. And just like that, there's 6 points in it yet again. We're approaching the final quarter of this game as we send it down to Nico Hines. Big Nelson now takes the hit up. They put it to the middle as they shift it to Kafusi. He takes the hit up. Definitely want to try and limit their meters in this set just to waste time and put it down their end and keep it there till the full-time siren. As they send it to the middle to Bromwich. Damaging player in the middle of the field. As that's 4th and they look to kick early. And Hughes puts it behind the 20, but it's not close enough to the sideline, but that's a beautiful kick. As we'll try and bring it back out of our own 20. We call for the inside play, but the players coming off the bench have gotten in the way. We've wasted a tackle there. 4th tackle now as we send it to Aloye. He sends it to Parker. Quick hands. Ruben Garrick is through. He puts the chip over the top in traffic. Definitely not something we should be doing in a game this tight. But we try to pull it off and it does not pay off. As they send it to Bromwich now. And they'll be looking to hit back immediately as there's not long left in this game. As they make a break and they get the pass on the inside, but it's taken by Manasi Fainu. And they gift it straight back to us. As there's been many errors in this game by both teams. But we will try to run out the clock as much as we can. As Manasi Fainu sends it to Brad Parker, who's through the gap. He'll take the tackle, 35 out. We'll send it to Cade Cust, who throws the dummy, puts the step on. And that'll be 5th and last. We're going to try and just keep it down their end. As Josh Schuster puts a little grubber in, regathers, gets the offload to Brad Parker, and will take the tackle and hope that it is enough, as they'll have to go length of the field to score here. Not impossible, but we will try and keep them in their own end. As they shift it to the middle, they get a line break through Bromwich. Tommy's got to come and make the tackle. As there's still a chance, they put it back on the inside, and another line break for Melbourne, and an offload, but Nelson takes this one to ground. This will be their last opportunity. They play short, they're through a gap, but Tommy will take him to ground. And that is the game. What a tight contest. as we do come away with the win and we are undefeated after 7 rounds of this career mode. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're enjoying the series, please subscribe and stay tuned for round 8.